Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, where I'm actually very distracted because I can see Karlach right now, even though y'all can't, and boy, does she keep moving around and distracting me. What a bouncy lady she is. But in any case, I will be playing Baldur's Gate 3 tonight. We're going to be starting with a long rest because my party is really feeling the burn right now. Oh boy, are they feeling the burn right now. And after the long rest, and whatever happens with that, well, then we are going to go across the lake. Now, we did have some issues. We did have some issues last stream, so everybody but me is kind of feeling it right now. As for me, I am awesome. I am friend to the Myconids. I am great. I am wonderful. The main problem here is that these will go away when I sleep, and I'm very sad. It would have been nice to have had them going across the lake, but oh well. It is time for a long rest. End the day. You want to end the day. You have enough camp supplies to restore all hit points and spell slots if I long rest. Yes, yes please, yes, I'm desperate. And now everybody's wearing their evening clothes, which is not a lot of clothes in many cases. Laziel. But, oh, it does look like my presence is being requested over here. Hi, Asterion. What do you want to talk about?
Looking at something?
Yes. How did you know I was here? Just looking. What are you doing? Or, no, I was just leaving. Well, I know exactly how he knew I was here, because it's obvious he doesn't show up in mirrors, so I definitely did. But yeah, let's play innocent. How did you know I was here?
The only benefit to a mirror when you have my condition, it doesn't quite make up for the lack of a reflection, mind you.
Do you miss it, seeing your own face? Vanity is a weakness. Or it's a small price to pay for a vampire's power. Do you miss it?
Preening in the looking glass? Petty vanity? Of course I miss it. I've never even seen this face. Not since it grew fangs and my eyes turned red.
Huh. What color were they before? You have nothing to worry about. It's a very good face. It's for the best. You're not exactly aging gracefully. It's the first or the second one, but which one is the question? What color were they before?
I don't know. I can't remember. My face is just some dark shape in my past. Another thing I've lost.
Oh. I said the wrong thing. Stare into his eyes, taking in every detail of his face. For you, maybe, but I like what I see. It's for the best. You're not exactly aging gracefully. Why? Why does that option keep coming up? It has come up twice now, and I don't want it. Take in every detail.
What?
I see you. I'll be your mirror. What do you want to know? Count yourself lucky. I have to see this mug every day. I'll be your mirror. What do you want to know?
I want to know what the world sees when it looks at me. What you see.
Strong, piercing eyes. The creases when you laugh. Your mole definitely grabs my attention. I see someone wasting my time. Well, once again, it's either the first one or the second one. I don't mind flirting a little bit with him. That's fine. So, as long as it doesn't go too far. He has reached, I think I've mentioned in previous streams, this guy's reached little brother status with me, and that means he's off the table for romantic pursuits. Siblings are very, very off the table. The creases when you laugh.
Excuse me, I'm an eternally young vampire, not your doting grandmother. You can do better. What else?
Oh, he is a vain thing. That dangerous smile, the way your hair curls around your ears, your unsightly mole. The way your hair curls around your ears.
This is meant to be flattery, not poetry. Just tell me I'm beautiful and we can call it a day.
I wish he liked me better, like not as much better as Gale does, because dang, I'm gonna have to beat that guy off with a stick soon. But you're beautiful. Karlach is beautiful. You're fine, though. You're fine. Now, Shadowheart, there's a beauty. Or is that all you want? Shallow praise? I mean, I want to answer number 4. I do want to answer number 4. I think the first answer is the quote-unquote right one, but I can hear that guy. I can hear that guy writing in the background. He's copying down this entire conversation. It's very distracting. Is that all you want? Shallow praise?
Hardly. There's also gold, sex, revenge. Quite the list, really. But failing any of those, I will always settle for shallow praise.
Oh. Apparently, that was the right answer. I'm glad. He's slightly less shallow than I had given him credit for. And I'm slightly more towards the green. Hello, Scratch. Good puppy. Pet him. There you go, Asterion. I meant to pet the Scratch myself, but, you know, Karlach and Shadowheart approved of that, so,
Looking ahead.
if I raised him in their estimation as well, that's just gonna go better for the whole party. Let's see. Speaking of the whole party, anybody else want to talk? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Oh, we appear to be conversation free. Can I flirt with Halson yet?
You wish to speak?
Shadow curse you spoke of. Surely it can't be that bad. What about this secret stronghold in the Underdark? You must know more. Can't have been easy surrendering your title. Won't you miss being first druid, or you're still faring well at camp, I hope? Still the same ones. Well, let's get this sad half a flirt away with, then.
With such stimulating company? Never better.
Why? Why can't I flirt with you? I want to flirt with you so bad. Why won't you let me? What about you? Can I flirt with you?
What's on your mind?
So about our tadpole powers, you'll need to stay behind in camp for now, or just go. Well, we're not going to talk about the tadpoles. I'm not going to bother to talk to Laziel. We're going to save. I don't want to know what Laziel has to say. It's come to this point. I want to like her. I cannot. I'm sorry. I can't. Okay. Go to bed. Auto-select some food. Go and find out what got auto-selected because it amuses me. Let's see. 2 pears, an egg, some dried sausage links, an onion, mixed coffee, 6 mushrooms, 7 mushrooms, 5 bottles of Ithbank, 3 bottles of Chilton Fire Swill, a fish head, I don't know. Well, at least we're not having only alcohol this time. Full rest. Oh Lord, we need the hit points. Oh. Hello, baby.
Food. Hungry.
I have food. Would you like it? Are you injured? Go away. You're not welcome here. Attack him or leave him be. I have food. Would you like it? Approval.
Want bite.
Go ahead. Eat. Come on then. Take it. On second thought, I'll have it myself. Go ahead. Eat.
Food. Eat more.
Oh, baby.
Careful. Once that thing's eaten through the camp, it might start looking at you hungrily.
No. Run.
Shadowheart.
I'm not chasing after it, if that's what you're thinking.
Okay, first things first, I'm going to remember to cast Speak with Animals upon myself. Booyah. Scratch.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
I am. And I hope your ears are keeping well. Let me check. Good doggo. Now, let's see. Shadowheart absolutely scared the owlbear cub away, and I am very upset about that, actually.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Girl, we need to talk about this scaring away the owlbear cub thing.
I don't think there'll be any more trouble between Lae'zel and I, if you were wondering. We can all sleep easier now. Well, apart from all the rest.
Oh, that's right. I hadn't actually spoken to you since that incident, had I? Be keeping an eye on both of you. I don't want us fights happening again. I'm surprised you didn't leave. Or, that's good. I'd rather keep things friendly between all of us. You know what? The last one. I'd rather keep things friendly between all of us, which is the truth.
You have an interesting definition of friendly, but yes.
Why were you in pain before? I want to talk about your Shar worship. I want to talk about all that's happened to us. These illithid powers we're developing, what do you make of them? We should journey separately for now. I'll look for you here if I need you again. Or just leave. Can't bring up the owlbear cub, huh? What do you make of the illithid powers?
On one hand, they seem useful. But on the other hand, or perhaps tentacle before long, we know where they're coming from, and what lies at the end of that path. I never expected ceramorphosis to be tempting. I think we should resist these powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it.
The odds are stacked against us. Can we truly afford to ignore a potential advantage? Some might say excessive caution is a risk in and of itself. Or perhaps you're right. Oh, I have advantage. Huh. Well, let's try persuading her then. The odds are stacked against us. Can we truly afford to ignore a potential advantage? Ooh. Tough one. Okay. Here goes. Oh. Well, that did it.
Well, perhaps you have a point. Fine. Let's explore these powers then. I just hope we don't come to regret it.
Why were you in pain before? I want to talk about your Shar worship. I want to talk about all that's happened to us. We should journey separately for now, or leave. You know, let's talk about what all that's happened.
Fine. What's on your mind?
I don't know that I want to know the answer to that question. How am I holding up in your estimations, or turn to other matters? Alright, how am I holding up?
How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you. Perhaps I never did. And never will again.
Oh. That's oddly sweet. Thank you. Alright, let's leave this conversation since I can't confront her about scaring off the owlbear cub. I'd like to think that I chewed her out last night before we slept. Can I bring up the owlbear cub to Halcyon?
You wish to speak?
Shadow Curse, Secret Stronghold, Surrender. Well. It was worth a shot. Alright. Save. And back out into the world we go. We're here because we're here because we're here because we're here.
I'm ready.
Okay, I would like to get the Speak with Dead going, so I'm just gonna pick a corpse.
The corpse remains silent.
There we go. Okay. Now we've got Speak with Dead running, we've got Speak with Animals running. I wish I knew how to get over here. But apparently I can't stand on the skeleton, more's the pity. Oh well. Where is that other... Oh, that's the mountain pass. Okay. Yeah, it's time to cross the lake.
A vessel wobbles on the lake's murky waters.
Sail into the darkness or leave. Alright, sail away. Oh, blast. Shadowheart's driving. Well, that was a little bit of a mistake, but it'll be fine, I hope. Hi.
You! What are you doing on Gek's raft?
Oh man. This could be a problem.
Where's Gek? Who are you?
Oh, this is a problem. I seek the sergeant. I believe she's keen to get these boots back. Intimidation. In the name of the Absolute, you will let me pass. Deception. I'm afraid Gek is dead. He fell fighting the Myconids. Reach out to the Durgar's parasite. Push athletics. Push the Durgar into the water, or just attack. Okay. Intimidation -1. Deception -1. Reach out to the parasite. Athletics is a +2. Boots. I seek the sergeant. I believe she's keen to get these boots back.
Well, I'll be. You got them? The sergeant's been whining non-stop. What about Gek? Where's he at?
He stayed behind to tie up some loose ends. He's dead. The Myconids saw to that. Or who? He's dead. The Myconids saw to that.
Come on. Let's get you to shore. You're the one telling the sergeant what happened. The rest of you, keep patrolling. I'll be heading back with this one.
You continue forward in silence until the lights of a camp twinkle through the murk.
Good thing we got the boots. Oh, pretty. Huh. I really hope I'm given the chance to switch back to my bard, or else things could go very badly.
Well, I'll be ploughed sideways. We've got a welcoming party.
Saw you coming.
You shithead! Time you showed up. We got trouble.
Spit it out! Sergeant finally choked on True Soul Near's prick.
Rugno! The twat soul caused a rockfall. Trapped tighter than a ring on a fat finger.
You're shitting me. You pay up?
That's the trouble. He's got the gold on him. Sergeant's arm is falling off with all the gnome slaves she's been beating. Who's the hoon, Greyman? Another slave for the dig.
I am a true soul, and you will treat me with respect. I'm here to see the sergeant. I have her boots. I was told to report to the sergeant. You keep slaves here? Or don't worry about what I'm here for. I'll be on my way. It's number 2 or number 3 in this situation. We're gonna play the true soul thing close to the chest here. I'm here to see the sergeant. I have her boots.
Aye. She speaks true. Found the hoon sailing Gek's skiff.
That's so.
You feel the slightest of stirrings in your head. The Dwergar is not infected, yet your minds resonate.
I'll be. You're one of them cult freaks. Felt the tingle. Your twat soul chum owes us a load of coin. You want through? Make a donation.
Fine, take it. I'm not giving you a single coin. I'll take your head before you take my gold. Man, I don't want to get into a fight yet. I want to see what the rest of the situation looks like. Fine, take it.
I'll be shagged to Shanatar. Shit's looking up. But I'm warning you, that twat soul ain't settled up soon. There'll be hell to pay for the lot of you cult buggers.
Free the drow, take his head, get out of here in one piece. Easy as 1, 2, 3.
Right in front of them, Karlach. Right in front of them. Really.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Asterion is inspired. Charlatan, a friend to all. Got an inspiration. You know, I'll take it. What is this? I would love to steal everything, but probably not right in front of this guy. How much gold am I carrying now? 288. Okay. I think this is a good chance of being the temple.
One.
Alright, fine. Oh, hello.
Should mind my step.
Good, now we can come back here whenever we want. A hammer, send that back to camp. Rope, back to camp. Torch to camp. Dana. Level 5. Well, that's not fair. We're not level 5, are we? Oh, we are level 5. Okay, I take that back. Stonemason Kith is a shop.
What's a fort like this doing in the Underdark?
Whoever built it, they let it rot for ages.
Yeah. Let's see. Stoneguard Cur, Elder Birthfar.
This place is hard to bear. I hope we're able to continue on our way before too long.
I know what you mean. Everyone is so unhappy.
Oh. Well, I meant more the molten rock and plunging chasms, but yes, the folk leave something to be desired as well.
Present company excluded, of course.
Oh, hush you. Stop fishing for compliments.
Hey! I'm supposed to be the one flirting with Karlach. Oh?
Dead drow, publicly displayed. The Dwergar are sending a message.
What am I to do?
Talk to the corpse.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you? What were you doing here? What happened to you? Who killed you? Where are you from? What is your profession? Where are your valuables? Or just leave. What were you doing here?
Cultists, threat to Baldur's Gate. Jahira's orders.
Jahira?
The name sounds familiar. I hope we didn't meet on one of my little excursions.
What happened to you?
God, interrogate.
What is your profession?
Scout. Harper.
Harper? Where are you from?
Last light. A safe haven. In shadows.
Last Light. Last light. Safe haven in shadows. From Dead Harper with a capital H in Grimforge. Where are your valuables?
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Also, I'm gonna make a note here. Dead Harper in Grimforge. Sent by Jahira.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Okay. 2 dead drow. Only one of whom is in a speaking mood, apparently. Mermath, Novice of the Absolute.
Very well.
Don't like strangers here. But Absolute must have took you in.
Who hung these drow out to dry? Where did the drow come from or leave? Where did the drow come from?
Caught him sniffing around. Easy marks. Had the stench of the Toplands. Hung them here as a warning. Ain't no one droogs with Clan Flameshade.
Well, that kind of answers the other question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Who hung these drow out to dry? Also, drow that stink of the top side. Isn't that weird? Don't you think that's weird?
Me? Who else? My spiders sussed them out of hiding, then near taught them a thing or two, and I let them fly.
He's kind of beat up. Also, spiders. Three dead Harpers. Lur Oten, Lur Fu, Lur Jox, Lur Danta.
I speak true, brothers. You know it in your hearts. You know it in your very souls.
We need no Lolth, no Spider Queen. Father Mermouth is the head of Clan Lur. He hatched us, raised us, feeds us.
What care we for his business here? He keeps us small, keeps us contained. We should be with the Spider Queen, revered, adored.
Religion. Recall your learnings about the Spider Queen Lolth. Turning on your head of clan, are you? I'm sure that'll end well. Spiders for the Spider Queen. Seems logical. See how this mutiny plays out. Attack the nearest spider. Let's see. +2 for religion. I'm gonna try it anyway. Heck, we'll let Shadowheart help us. Why not? Oh, okay. Oh, I hope I didn't waste that good roll. So apparently I'm going to recall a lot, right?
You've read that harming spiders is illegal among Lolth's faithful, and often punishable by death.
Father Mermuth is our past. Lolth is our future.
These spiders are loyal to the local Dwergar. In the event of a fight, they will join the fray against you, with slavering enthusiasm.
Okay. You should know that spiders are revered among Lolth's faithful. Harming one of your kind is a capital crime. Deception. Mermath, is that the guy who keeps telling everyone about his useless, hideous spiders? Persuasion. I think your sister is right. Among the Spider Queen's worshippers, you'll reach your true potential. Or attack the nearest spider. It's a really difficult choice. Do I lie to them or do I persuade them? If I successfully lie to them, they might turn on Mermath. If I successfully persuade them, they'll probably just leave. I definitely want to successfully either of those. If the spiders are not participating in the battle that will to come, and I know it will, you know, let's try persuasion. I think it would be better than lying to them. They do seem to like Mermath. They refer to him as father. So let's persuade them. Here goes. Good enough, good enough.
My bite could be stronger.
My venom more devastating.
Xanta, is it so?
This, and so much more. In Lolth's hairy embrace, all is possible.
Her embrace.
We're ready.
We follow.
Yes. Now, brothers, our new dawn awaits.
Stinking snitch. No one drugs with Clan Flameshade.
I heard him yelling, but I don't think he was yelling at us. It's all good. It's fine. It's all copacetic. Well, now in the inevitable fight to come, he will have no spiders.
Have to keep going.
I think that's well worth. It would have been nice if they'd turned on him, but... Let's see here.
Stinking snitch.
Ain't been the same.
I say you're scamming the lot of us.
Oh. That's a lot of slaves I'm not going to be freeing. Okay, kick Pit. Ward Pistol. Ward Magmar.
Stinking snitch. No one drugs with Clan Flameshade.
Door. Bunch of fish that doesn't actually exist.
They're starting to rot.
Far as I know, still wrapped around Near's
You've got a brain of your own. Use it.
Excuse you, what are you doing to those corpses?
Unless you're here to kick some stiffs lakeside, I suggest you bugger off.
Grim work. Did you kill them? I hope you're checking them for loot first, or leave. Grim work. Did you kill them?
Nah. Rockfall smashed them. Can't have them stinking up the place. The half that weren't crushed are digging the true soul out of the wreckage.
I hope you're checking them for loot first.
You gotta be kidding. These trash don't have nothing on them but rocks.
Rocks.
Perception. Inspect the corpses. Gather yourself to strike, or leave. You know what? Let's percept. That'll do, that'll do, that'll do. Ha-ha!
You spot a shiny trinket on one of the corpses.
Sleight of hand, reach for the trinket. Deception, I'll finish up here. You're wanted with the others. Or leave. Okay, let's see. My sleight of hand is 3 plus whatever Shadowheart can give me. My deception is 10 plus whatever Shadowheart can give me. Let's lie to them. That should do nicely. Dirty 20.
Thank the Absolute. They're all yours.
Absolute.
Hells. If Smug could see me now.
Deep gnomes, killed under the yoke of slavers.
I will take the lives of those who took yours. Bow your head in respect. No shops on the fugue plane. I might just have a look in your pockets. Bow my head in respect, because I don't really want those guys up there to overhear me.
Pray if you want, but they won't thank you for it. The dead are an ungrateful lot.
That being said, empty, 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 rotten fish, empty, empty. No.
So, are we saving this Near from suffocating or leaving him to die? I'm fine with either, naturally. The last thing I want to do is ruin these nails digging through rock.
I like him. Of course, we can't leave him to die. We probably should, if only for the gnomes' sakes. We're busy, we can't stop for everyone we meet. We probably should, if only for the gnomes' sakes.
Cults, really? Oh, saving a drow I can understand, but saving gnomes? Oh. But if you insist on being a hero, I won't get in your way. Just don't expect me to help, either.
That seems reasonable. Tell me about your history. How does someone become a vampire, exactly? I thought vampires couldn't walk into homes without an invitation. What do you make of Raphael's deal? I need to stay at camp for a while, or just leave the conversation that I never meant to have. Bye! Empty. That one is the one with the fish. Fetish of Caladuran Smooth Hands. Invisibility level 2 illusion spell. The smooth six-pointed star on this ring is beset with small underdark gemstones, as befits a talisman of the god of mining and patron of deep gnomes. Huh.
As far as I know, still near Becca too.
Okay, and a book, Fables of Faerun 6, The Cheerful Deep Gnome. Deep in the Underdark lived Doyle, a plucky deep gnome slave. Day and night he and his brother toiled for 5 Durgar smiths, mining iron and mithril until their arms ached and their eyes burned. Faster, cried the Durgar, and faster Doyle would dig, even into the night while his master slept, smiling all the while. How can you smile while we slave? Asked the brother. Because I wish our masters much success, was Doyle's reply. Words of the Durgar's quality weapons and armor quickly spread. To meet demand, the Durgar brought in more slaves and began to forge and stockpile their wares at the dig site. Yet Doyle dug harder than ever, his wide grin never faltering. Soon the Durgar's operation grew so great that they commanded 20 deep gnome slaves. The day the 21st came, Doyle laughed and whooped so loud his Durgar captors sought silence in a nearby grotto. The slavers returned to find Doyle and his fellow deep gnomes clad in robust mithril armor and carrying mighty iron weapons, all taken from the slavers' stockpile. The 5 Durgar fell quickly, for they were no match for 21 armed deep gnomes, and Doyle, he never stopped smiling. Beneath the fable, an incensed reader has written a brief review. Garbage! This is where the gnomes are getting bright ideas. Anyhow, I don't get it. The lesson makes no damn sense. Okay, a keepsake gem. Small gemstone dulled by decades of handling my nervous fingers. A small rune has been surreptitiously carved into its tip. This seems important. I'm going to hang on to this. Okay. I've checked all the deep gnomes. I will not be dumping them into the lake. Locked doors, which are wet. Odd. Weird, even. Kitchen plaque.
Eat and drink freely, for the lady doth come.
No, that's not concerning at all. I won't worry about that. No worries here.
So, are you greeting invisible beings or just losing your mind?
Hurry it up.
The echoes, listen. They're coming from 3 directions.
Losing your mind it is. Probably the tadpole. The weirdest things seem to be.
echoes come from 3 directions, do they? Interesting. I find that far more interesting than Asterion does.
Hey, stick shit!
It's stick pick, you piss pot.
That's what I said! Stick shit!
My mug's gone.
Another stick shit!
Piss pot.
You flirt! Now jump to it! Or it's up to the lift and straight to the shadows.
Cruelty like that poisons the soul. Till one day, you drop dead, or the person you're fucking with snaps and puts a sword in your eye.
True soul, yeah? Tell the sergeant we won't move a pebble.
Your captive is most entertaining. How might I get one of my own? I heard a true soul was trapped. Shouldn't you be helping? You disgust me, slaver. How do you live with yourself? Or leave? I heard a true soul was trapped. Shouldn't you be helping?
Hold out your hands, Hoon.
You heard the man. Let's see him.
Oh, I see. You want to see my hands? What for? Fine, take a look. Frown and keep your hands to yourself. What for?
Less our skin, more showing.
I'm a bard, so obviously I've got pretty hands, but that's not going to help in this situation. But I don't think keeping them to myself is going to help either. Fine, take a look.
5 working fingers, nice and bony. Prime for digging. You want there, you claw him out. My drinking hand's busy.
I don't like your attitude. You're quite the blowhard, I can appreciate that. Attack or leave? I don't like your attitude.
And I don't like pig shit, but damned if your mouth ain't spewing it. You want respect? Let your absolute pay for it. Till then, bugger off. Hey, stick shit, where's my drink?
Coming right up, piss pot.
Stick shit talks like smug, and he wrecked that shroom village.
And then shagged it.
Here's to smug, nasty prick.
Tam, I'll take drinking to digging any day.
The main question at this point is how does one get to where the problems have occurred?
Piss off!
Hey now, what's with the hostility? I'll need you to repeat that. No need to be rude, I'm on your side. Or leave. Well, this is where it's, you know, the dwarves, the Durgar are right there. But hey now, what's with the hostility?
I heard the piss pot. You're a true soul, same as near. So like I said, piss off.
No, you don't understand. Thilla sent me to save you. Say that one more time and I'll gut you. My name's Foxwine. I'm not really a true soul. You look like you're in trouble. Surely I can help you. You don't understand. Thilla sent me.
Thilla was mad as a rutting badger, but she weren't a friend of any true soul. What about piss off, do you? Hold on. You aren't just talking shit, are you?
Yep.
Then shh. Keep it low. Don't let them hear you.
Oh, they're standing
now,
right
why
there.
In the hottest hells would a true soul be helping me?
That's the thing. I'm not really a true soul. It doesn't matter. Do you want my help or not? What can I say? I just love killing. Or no one should serve a master. You deserve to be free. It's the first one or the last one. And yeah, the last one.
Free? From your mouth, I hope. Go on then. Split them open. I'm not going to stop you. But you better finish the job, because I'll be the one to suffer if you don't. Ain't you hearing me, prickhole? Piss off to every last hell.
Inventive, isn't he? I like him.
Here we go.
Shit. You got one of Nair's moon lanterns, Jarg?
A moon lantern? What's that? No, so what? Of course I do. Why do you ask? What's a moon lantern?
Pixie lamps. If you're headed to Moonrise, you won't last without it.
Toplands are clogged with the Death Dark. Choke you in no time.
Ah, okay, so that's how they're passing through. Death Dark? What are you talking about? Thanks for sharing, I'll keep it in mind. Whatever, I'm not afraid of a few shadows. Thanks for sharing, I'll keep it in mind.
Go on, get some air. But don't go cursing me if that shadow shit snuffs you.
Must be the shadow curse. We'll need Nair's lantern if we want to get through it.
That moon lantern is key to our survival, and that means freeing Nair. Moonrise Towers holds the answers we seek. Curse or not, we can't turn back now. Or leave. Alright, we need to free Nair, I guess.
Afraid of the dark, are we? Very well. Let us save Nair, if we must.
Blast it. Okay, so this area would actually finish our time in the Underdark, which I still hadn't really explored. Thing is, I've set the timer running on this. Well, if I pop Nair out and take his lantern, then I can finish up in the Underdark at my leisure. Yeah, I like that thought. That's a good thought. Doc's plaque.
Come into her shadow. Let all that is past be forgotten.
Human, certainly. A god, perhaps. Why would gnomes make such a thing?
You're the expert. Why don't you tell me?
I wonder, do you think Astarion can pick the lock into the kitchens? Okay.
Simple.
simple, he says. Oh boy. Let's see. I hope that this is enough. It's enough! It's enough! Yes.
Can't give up now.
Oh, the scraps of a nightfall feast.
To break bread in Shah's name, then spill blood in her name. A sacred rite.
Huh. Interesting. Silver fork. Silver tray. Cauldron. Off to camp.
But that will fit in my pack.
I like all this silver. All this silver's excellent.
What's that?
Oh. And button.
Anything of use?
Silver plate. Glass cup. Off to camp. Oh, and all that stuff in my inventory that I just picked up. That, and those, and these, and all of this. You know what? Let's give this to Asterion because I think that that will be fun.
Someone there?
Yeah. Okay.
Best get going.
Send those to camp. Send these to camp. They'll be excellent sail bait later. Well, maybe not the wooden spoon, but...
Let's have a look. Always room for more.
Oh. Found gripped in a skeleton's hand. The key is pitted from use. The grip is stained with something organic. Okay. Ladle, cauldron, cauldron. Rotten fish. I'm just gonna loot before I touch the button. I'm very interested in what the button may do, but... Cauldron, chalice, spoon, off to camp. Stag Swift tonic and Egusar Noble Rot, off to camp. Wine, more wine, to camp. More Noble Rot. Shill Passion Sup. Frost Kiss Ale. To camp. We're drinking tonight, guys. It bothers me that this cauldron is still on fire. Okay. Me and my many concerns are going to save. And then I'm going to hope that I don't hit the members of my party with anything when I press the button. Ooh. Well, that door's never opening again. Nice. Oh, this doesn't make me nervous at all. No, there's nothing to be concerned about here. What the?
Don't waste a step.
Prime spot for an ambush.
Oh, I hear that. You know, now I'm going to do the thing that I should have done earlier. Cast Longstrider upon yourself. Cast Longstrider upon me. Cast Longstrider upon Shadowheart. Clarence, hello! Welcome! Welcome, raiders! My goodness, thank you for the raid! Come for cuddles. It's not very cuddly here right now, I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. And Asterion, get back into sneak. I am going to quickly hop over here. I'm going to try and spell this correctly on the first try. There we go. Ah, escape the back rooms. An excellent choice. But yeah, as Asterion is driving at the moment. Well, I'm driving Asterion, so cuddly isn't really the right word. It's okay, I'm just glad I can drop off the Lunky fam with some quality entertainment. Oh, thank you! No, I really don't like this. And I can't look up the stairs without going up the stairs, which makes me very sad. Bunch of rusted weapons. Can I just scooch around the acid, please? Sneaky, sneaky. Another door that will never open again. More blue caps. That counts as chasm, huh? Alright. Fine. Let's be that way then. 32 gold and a portal sherry. Huh. Wide gateways ring the bottle's circumference. It's said that with every bottle consumed, the drinker awakes in a new and exciting location. You mean you get blackout drunk and you don't remember what you did the previous night, right? Still, the 32 gold is well appreciated. I thank you. Sneaky, sneaky. I do like how everything is in shadow. A table. Whatever all that is over there. Arrow of ice and arrow of lightning? Oh yes, those are mine now. Well, if anything was lurking waiting to ambush us, they're hiding better than Asterion is. Well, there is still, whoa, quite a distance that can be traveled. I don't want Asterion to get too far ahead, so let's just tuck him. Actually, you know what? Tuck him in over here. Just hang out there, okay?
I should stay crouched forever.
Thank you for going around the acid, ladies. So I percepted that this was a perfect ambush place, which is why I'm sneaking, but what would be ambushing me here? Silver glass, silver glass, silver glass, gold. All of you go back to camp. Rows of books. Scroll of wall of fire. Scroll of mirror image. Sure. Incense. More incense. Gold. Okay. Send those to camp. Okay. Mysterium. Let's just turn off this torch. I would feel better if this torch wasn't on. I would prefer not to think about anybody lighting that torch, to be honest. Now, can I can. What the? I really don't like all these lit torches. An intricate locked door, huh? Who is lighting these torches? Oh, this would be a really good spot for an ambush. Look at this perfect lookout. What is all that? Fascinating. Okay, tuck yourself away in a nice corner. Actually, contemplation chamber plaque.
Let's see.
Let feast the eyes of the faithful. Know your goddess. Know her command.
I want to say use awesome sauce and a cute patootie. It's me. I'm got. Please don't. You're making me nervous that people are coming up here. Oh. Oh. All right. Okay. That's a hole in the wall. Who are you? You know what? We'll worry about that later. That would be the one who's lighting the torches. You're sorry. All right. without anybody stepping in the... I'm assuming it's acid. We will sneak gently along here. Okay, we are much closer now.
Quietly now.
Asterion. I'm pretty sure that counts as the chasm over there. Philomene. Sneaky, sneaky. Appears to be some sort of... Okay, these are beds. One with a corpse on it. I mean, my preference would be to just come in the front door, but with Asterion hanging out. But it is a locked door, so the question is whether or not I can. But yeah, I think I want to talk to this Philomene.
Don't mind me.
What comes now?
Attention. Still alive, so that's progress.
Okay, so this is a gamble that I'm gonna make. That she'll talk rather than attacking. Admittedly, that is a problem. So...
Move unseen.
Sneaky, sneaky. Come down here. Okay.
Quietly.
Sure, I'll take a guidance. Give me a guidance. Nice. Very nice. Thank you, Asterion. Now we'll just hang out here until the glow goes away. Should take but a moment. It's taking more than a moment. Alright, you just hang out there.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
we're gonna try just walking in the door and talking.
Need to find a way forward.
Huh. Apparently her vision is not terribly good.
Hold it! I swear to Iron Hand. One more step and a blow us to chunks.
Please
An
don't.
ashen scent fills the air. The barrel is filled with smoke powder, but the scent is acrid, as if contaminated somehow. Or much, much more concentrated.
Gnomes, man.
I'd rather not have to pick bits of gnome from my hair.
Shut your mouth, Hoon, or I'll shut you down.
Hold on, there's something different about that powder. Calm down, let's talk this through. You wouldn't dare, you don't have the courage. Or, holy hells, have you gone mad? Something different about that powder.
Damn right, fecker. Now shut your face before I melt it clean off. I know what you are. One of Nia's cult goons. Sailed right in. Better to die in this shit-eat than rot in Moonrise. You want me? Come get me.
Alright, intimidation. If I was a true soul, you'd be dead. Stand down before you hurt yourself. Persuasion. Smile sincerely and hold out your hand. Persuasion. Are you sure about this? Once you're dead, that's it. It's over. Detect thoughts. Cast detect thoughts. Or I don't care. Go on. Blow us up. I don't think I want to intimidate her. I'm not so sure about the sincere smile and holding out my hand, though, either. Thing is, if detect thoughts fails, then she's probably gonna blow us to Kingdom Come. Or herself. This is a difficult one. D20 plus 10, D20 plus 10, but which one would be more likely? Are you sure about this? 15. Good lord. Okay. Shadowheart, help me. Oh, it'll be enough. It'll be enough. It'll be enough.
Damn nutter. You think I fear death? Shit. I can't do it. Go on. Drag me to Moonrise. I'll make you cult nutters suffer.
I don't want you. I will take that smoke powder, though. I'm not taking you anywhere. You're free to go. I'd rather have the pleasure of killing you with my own hands. I mean, I do kind of want the smoke powder, but I'm not taking you anywhere. You're free to go.
Well, Aren't you sweet? I'm not stupid, you know. No such thing in Grimforge as kind hearts. Spit out what you want, and let's be done with it.
How about a little of that smoke powder? I want nothing from you, I swear. Your head, it will make a nice souvenir. I'm not being evil. How about some of that smoke powder?
You want to barter with rune powder? Look, you have no idea what you're dealing with. Any true Iron Hand would trade their life for a grain of this stuff. It's the whole damn reason we're here, and I'm not leaving without it. But let me go. Maybe I'll spare you a vial.
History, Iron Hand, rune powder. Where have you heard these terms before? What use is a single vial? Deal or no deal? You know what? Let's try the history. Oh, that's a rough one. Oh boy. And that is not gonna succeed. I will not be re-rolling that.
Vague notions of rumor and myth. Nothing solid comes to mind.
What use is a single vial? Deal or no deal? You know what? Deal. Where will you go now, or leave? Where will you go now?
I go where there's shit to stir, and there's no shortage of options. I'm getting gone. You ought to do the same.
Hey, hairdo buddy, come back! Okay, what do we got here? Travel through the Underdark. Reach Moonrise Towers through Grimforge. We discovered a lift in Grimforge that can bring us closer to Moonrise Towers. However, we were warned of a darkness that plagues the surface. We learned the Absolute sent agents to Grimforge. There must be a route connecting Grimforge and Moonrise. Okay, deliver Nair's head. Kill Nair. Sovereign Spa wants the head of the Drow Nair. Find the missing boots. Thola gave us the boots. The original owner is probably still interested in getting them back. Gek Cole was defeated. We should bring the boots to their original owner, the Durgar Sergeant. We should give the boots to the Durgar Sergeant. Save the gnomes. Tola, a gnome of the Iron Hand clan, has asked us to help her kin. Durgar are holding them captive. We found Philomene. She wants nothing to do with the other deep gnomes. We should focus on helping the others. The Adamantine Forge. Let's see, we learned the Adamantine Forge is hidden deep within the Underdark. To use the forge, we need to place a mold and mithril ore into their respective chambers, then pull the lever. A group of drow wizards were looking for the Adamantine Forge, but they ended up fighting over the forge's secrets they each had. The forge is protected by a guardian who is weak to magma and some kind of hot hammer. Defeat the Durgar intruders. We reached the Sovereign's Refuge, where we found a long-dead drow scholar. Fortunately for us, he'd left plenty of valuables behind. Okay. Did I really not check those for that long? Boy. Okay, well, Philomene wants nothing to do with us, but let's send those clothes to camp. Rotten mushrooms. Remarkably unrotten cheese. Alright, send that to camp. Empty. There's gotta be... Oh! Yeah, that's definitely some useful stuff. Yes, thank you.
More for me.
Sharon's journal? Supply pack, tablet fragment, tablet fragment, tablet fragment. Give me the journal. Okay. Oh, that's a heavy vial, apparently. No, it's not very heavy at all. You know what? This is probably my worst possible idea. The rune powder inside explodes when ignited, damaging everything in the vicinity. Rune powder was said to be invented by Gerdal Ironhand, the protector god of gnomes. A mere 23 vials were needed to repel an assault led by Kurtlemak and his kobold delvers. Okay. Automatically critically hits objects and environments. 23 to 38 force damage. I'm going to give this to Karlach to hold. Which may be my worst idea yet, but... Alright, tablet fragment. Moral commandments and dogmatic prayers are inscribed upon this stone slab. It appears to be the bottom of a larger piece. Though the bottom edge is smooth, the jagged edge at the top of the tablet reveals it was broken away from a larger slab. Its inscription begins mid-sentence. Of obeyance, the word of Ketheric Thorm is the word of Shar. You shall put no god nor mortal before him. You shall question him in neither word nor deed. When the sun has fallen and the moon is new, bow your head in prayer. Proclaim your devotion to Shar and her paladin, Ketheric Thorm. Promise your soul and flesh, and seek no fortune nor favor. When your prayer is finished, speak thus. Mistress Shar, I have glorified your name. Master Thorm, I have cried out your word. I am your servant forevermore. So said Shar to me, Ketheric Thorm. So it is decreed, and so it is done. Wield the power of secret. Where light shines, extinguish it. Heed the word of your mistress and master. Do this, and the Lady of Loss shall know you. Okay. Tablet fragment. Appears to be the center of a larger piece. Both the top and bottom of this tablet are uneven, and its writings begin and end mid-sentence. Once attend day, and Lady of Loss shall know you. The law of nightfall. From the moon falls the foulest of lights. It peeks through cracks and fissures, illuminating the most remote recesses of the Underdark. Light bestows hope, a pernicious notion which must be extinguished. At the darkest hour, pray to your lady and feast in her honor. The second day after, slay a disciple of Selûne. If none may be found, a Lathandurian or a Mistran are an acceptable offering. Do this once attend day, and the Lady of Loss shall know you. The inscription ends here. I'm reading them in reverse order. And I don't care. All right, this appears to be the top. This fragment appears to be part of a larger stone slab. The top edge is cleanly hewn, but the bottom is jagged. So should Shar to me, Ketheric Form. It was Lord Au who created chaos. It was from chaos that I formed, and it is I who anoint you my paladin. From this day forth, let my laws be known. The law of secrets. What is a secret but a truth cast into darkness? Lurk in the shadows and listen for hushed words. The softer a thought spoken, the more power it contains. The more discord it sows, the more scars it may carve. If a man brags of affairs, carry his words to his wife. If a daughter steals from her father, whisper the truth. Deceived, turn to Shar. Cuckolds find solace in shadow. Do this, Inscription ends here. Okay, I know what to do with these. Question is, should I? I think I should. I can't combine them? Why can't I combine them? I ought to be able to combine them. Read, drop, throw. Item, custom, add wares. Wait, custom? No, that's not. Send camp. Alright, I can't combine them, so I'm gonna send them to Shadowheart. Here you go, girl. All yours. You should have these. Sharon's Journal, a dusty old prayer book, scripture hastily overwritten by scrawled diary entries. Day 1. Never saw a beast like it, bloated with muscle, tusks as long as my arms, scent of charred flesh, but I saw no flames. The stone might have been parchment, so quick did the creature charge through it. The other Justicars are dead, or close to it. It wasn't alone. Hell Knights, too. Masks bolted to their faces like plaques to keep a wall. Masks bolted to their faces like plaques to a keep wall. Day 3. Trapped. Another rampage and down the walls came. Started the dig. Not sure. Day 7. It's done. May Shar's shadows keep me. Okay. That's concerning, to put it mildly. I'm carrying too much stuff. Empty vase. Empty. $57 gold. Empty. 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 Three bottles of Ithbank and yet more gold. Oh, it's gonna be boozy at camp tonight. Grimforge, a history, and a scroll of false life. Empty.
No traps, please.
Oh my, scroll of Featherfall, scroll of Stinking Cloud, scroll of Fly, scroll of Crown of Madness. Not the books I was hoping for, but incense, incense, incense. Okay. Grimforge, a history. The binding of this book is thicker than its combined pages, which are surprisingly devoid of detail. We know little of the ones that came before, but we know they worshipped the Lady of Loss. We know they constructed the great fortress and named. The next few words are smeared and illegible. But from whence they came and why they departed, this is a mystery even to Ketheric Thorm himself. What we do know is that Shar's Chosen has heard her call, just as Grimforge served our mistress 800 years nigh, so it would again. Here Thorm's dark Justicars shall rise. Here we will fulfill our goddess's pact. Here we will rebuild the lost city of Grimforge. So far will our shadows spread, and so dark will they be that Selûne's light may be forever extinguished. Concerning. Not unexpected, but concerning. I'm gonna send that to camp. Books are heavy, yo. So, yeah, this was Shar's temple. Send that to camp. I just realized I did not do any alchemy before I slept. Shame on me, shame. Backpack, hand-drawn map, Glowcap mushroom. Potion of greater healing. Okay, the mushroom goes back to camp. The rest comes to me. Hand-drawn map. A map of Grimforge, drawn by hand yet highly detailed. Points of interest are marked with black X's, aside from 2, which are identified by bold red circles, one on each level of the fortress. The words hiding spot are written within the upper level circle. The lower level circle is identified as smoke powder reserve. So this would be the hiding spot. The other one would be the smoke powder. Turns out we didn't need Asterion after all. But I'm glad he wasn't around to antagonize. That fish is rotten. So is that one. But yeah, speaking of Asterion, you can stop concentrating and rejoin the party.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. What's hiding here?
Nothing. Rotten carrot. A rope. Some tongs. Well, this has been fascinating. But I think that's all I can get from this particular a rotten mushroom. Yay.
Very well.
Okay, just in case, let's sneak back down.
Best be on my way.
'Cause I don't think that there's anywhere else I can really go from here. Okay. Probably if we hadn't have snuck up there, we might have gotten a smoke powder barrel dropped on our heads.
Another step forward.
And close the door again. I am fairly glad that I went to check out the kitchen. Question is, how do we rescue all this lot from themselves? Okay, well, that was good progress, so I'm going to make sure to save it. Where is this? That is a lot of booze. Amnion dessert wine, carafe of wine, Tyke Pink, and Sil Passion Sup. Off to camp. Yet more wine. Noble Rot, Stag Swift Tonic, another carafe, Sicilian Sweet. Empty.
What's that?
Another special button. I do so like them special buttons now. Smoke powder reserve, huh? Gnomes.
Something over there.
Collapsed archway.
I'm way too big. Wits and blades always
Hi,
sharp.
Shadowheart. I would like you to disguise yourself. As the smallest thing you can turn into.
Better get to it.
No chance I'll fit through that.
No? Okay. You're allowed to dispel that. That would be another way through if I hadn't seen the button, though, I think.
No one stopped me yet.
Alright, Still Passion Sup. Some more wine, some more gold, chunk of onyx. All of those can go to camp. And a scroll of ice storm. Sure, I'll take that. Eventually, I'll even remember to, you know,
Moving ahead.
smoke powder satchel. Yes. Let's give those to Karlach too. Not much else in here, is there? it's a pity about the collapsed archway. I admit to some curiosity, but I think it's just a way through.
I'm way too big. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
We took everything of value, but that doesn't mean we should just leave it wide open for other people to find. Okay, I am reasonably certain that that's everything that this side can currently offer me. Since I can't go topside without dying, and I don't want to yet anyway, there's still stuff to explore down here. Okay, was this where we came in? Yeah, this is where we came in.
What are you looking at? Move.
Ah. Okay then. I wonder what would happen if we... Oh no! We blew near to Kingdom Come trying to free him from where he was stuck. Do you think that would work? I'm not so sure it would work. But it's a nice thought. The oops near pieces idea does appeal.
Reinforcements, huh? Let's see how long you last.
Friendly, aren't they?
Come into her shadow. Let all that is past be forgotten.
Stonemason Kith, Stonemason Gergen. Ah yes, these are the ones who are debating who built this place.
If you aren't here to inspect the stonework, then get lost. And if you are, well, I doubt you've got anything useful to say.
Friendly.
I need a quick word.
How peculiar. Smooth face, cobbled edges. They're a sign. They must be. A sun dweller in these parts. Look here, my topside friend. I need fresh eyes, and I doubt I'll find fresher.
Well, that's definitely one way to put it. Fine. What should I be looking at? What are you doing exactly? A friendly welcome. A rarity in the Underdark. What are you doing exactly?
Peering into cracks and crevices in hope to find history's morsels.
Ooh.
I have come up regrettably short. I hope you might see truths where I cannot.
Well, there's a chance. Fine. What should I be looking at?
The rock, the rubble, all of it, if I may be so bold. Take a look. Tell me what you see. And be thorough.
Shall I percept? Wait a minute. There's options. Okay. History. Assess the statue for technique in composition. Investigation. Examine the fallen rubble. Perception, survey the area for unseen curiosities. Bardic history, try to remember the tome Fables of Forges Grimm. Bardic deception, I know everything about this place. In fact, it was hand-forged by a flump called Grimm. Or just leave. Okay, let's see here. +4 for history. +4 for investigation. +3 for percepting. Advantage for bardic history. And +13 for just lying about it being built by a flump called Grimm. You know what, let's try for the bardic history. Because I get to roll that at advantage. Try to remember the tome, Fables of Forges Grimm. Bracers, belt, and guidance. Oh, okay. I remember every word in that book. I remember the punctuation in that book.
You recall the tale of a Sharan fortress armed with impenetrable adamantine, a metal created by a gnomish mage. There were also whispers of the gnome's secret project, an invincible guardian, though its existence was never proven.
What do you think?
Assess the statue for technique and composition. A history check. Investigation, examine the fallen rubble. Perception, survey the area for unseen curiosity. Bardic deception, I know everything about this place. Bard, recite the tale you remembered from your reading, or leave. Let's recite him the tale.
How fascinating. I told my kinfolk that book learning has its benefits. A crafty gnome helping forge a fortress that would last an eon. Mythic metal atop stone hewn by the devoted. That's to say nothing of this tale of an invulnerable protector. It's unfortunate the Sharan's successors found no proof. Doesn't explain this infernal plate I found, though. Here. Take it. Perhaps you'll be able to figure out why it's here.
Hey,
but
thanks.
My work has only begun. There is more still to find. I must get to it.
I would like to trade or leave. Thank you for the plate. I am very happy. I am ecstatic even. If I could make my character smile right now, I would. I'm gonna go.
Construct. That bears investigating.
The most interesting secrets are always lurking just under the surface.
Axes aren't too tarnished yet. We might be able to chip them off and melt them.
Absolutely not. Or you'd be killing history itself.
This again?
Yes, this again.
I like him. I'd rather not kill him. Okay, infernal alloy. The ridges in this metal glow faintly, drawing your gaze. The longer you watch its hellish pulsations, the harder it is to remember who and where you are. What is this doing here? Concerning. Did that add anything to the journal? No. I do have to wonder if Karlach would know something.
Who's the statue, you think?
Human, certainly.
If you're wanting the sergeant, she's at the dig. Now scram.
Oh, I'll find the dig eventually, but first I'm gonna poke everything. Deep Roth Calf, Elder Roth. And just a deep Roth. Let's start with the Elder.
Tired. Sleep.
Rest, little one. But do not take long. I feel his shadow. I heard his name whispered. The rock shivers from the sound. The Ketheric Thorm.
Ketheric Thorm, a familiar name. Halsin mentioned his stronghold deep underground.
Do you mean Ketheric Thorm, the Dark Justicar commander, or leave? Do you mean the Dark Justicar?
Mighty elf.
Elf.
Cloaked in darkness. 10 masters ago. And 10 more. But I remember. There was the work. And the blood. There was the Thorm's army. There was the Hellbeast that broke them. The Ketheric Thorm's name faded into stone. Until the Near came.
Impressive memory. How old are you exactly? What kind of Hellbeast could have destroyed Ketheric's army? That was a long time ago. What does Near have to do with Ketheric? Oh, it doesn't matter how old this thing is. I choose to believe that it wouldn't lie to me. What kind of Hellbeast could have destroyed the army?
I saw tusks and flesh, smelled fire and eggs. It came with the masked men, crashing and smashing.
Huh. What does Near have to do with Ketheric?
I know not, so I say not. Yet I hear his name again, said by the shadows.
Okay, I'm gonna make a note here. Grimforge invaded / destroyed by Hellbeast ? Plus masked men. Impressive memory. How old are you exactly?
I outlived my mother, and her mother's mother, and many mothers beyond. Blessed to see many live, cursed to see many die.
I am so pleased that I talked that one. This one is asleep. We'll leave it alone. Rotting basket with the rogue's morsel, swarming toadstool, and nightlight frond in it. Oh man, more alchemical ingredients. Awesome. Mine now. Oh, I'm very happy to find all of these this alchemy. Especially these rogue's morsels. Rothfemurs. Empty. Rotten mushroom. Damaged Dark Justicar armor. Medium armor. Though time has tarnished this armor's metal and cracked its leather, the black sheen of Shar's symbol shines eternal from its chest piece. Uh-huh. And a dagger. Alright, we're gonna send that over to Shadowheart. We're gonna send the dagger to camp. Here's some unbroken Dark Justicar mail. Nightsinger's reply. While obscured by shadow, the wearer deals 1 to 4 necrotic damage to attackers that hit them with a melee attack. Though well preserved, the armor's gleam is somewhat muted, as if half-shadowed even the brightest day. Hey Shadowheart, have a present! Dark Justicar's journal, gold, onyx. Alright, the gold and the onyx go to camp. The journal I will take.
As you look at the skeletons, you realize they are all clad in the same dark armor.
Dark Justicia uniforms. These were Shah worshippers. The same as me.
Shah worshippers, better off dead. Whatever killed them made an enemy of a powerful goddess. Or ominous, let's not linger. Whatever killed them made an enemy of a powerful goddess.
Whatever killed a bunch of Sharans might still be down here. Just saying.
Also a possibility. Okay, Shadowheart, dear. Currently has hide armor +2. Which gives her 1 more armor class than the Dark Justicar male would. And a +1 bonus to initiative rolls. Question is losing that 1 armor worth getting the Night Singer's reply? That's a tough one. I know that she would probably be happy to wear the Dark Justicar mail. But, let's think about that for a little.
Let's see what we have here.
Whoops. Bone goes to camp. Scroll of Slow, you might as well take that along. Oh, nope. That's officially encumbered. Alright, let's send the damaged armor back to camp. Right, she's got all this extra stuff on her. Oh. Why does she have Herald when she is not proficient with martial weapons? Let's send this over to Karlach, actually. We'll send this plain halberd back to camp, too. Okay. Karlach, can you wield Herald here? You can! Herald's Doom. When you deal damage to a target with a ranged weapon, it must succeed a charisma saving throw or be baned for 2 turns. Named after Harold Butterbisk, who owned the Butterbisk Inn in Waterdeep before it was renamed by new owners. The stock of the crossbow reads, "Quaffing is a shootable offense." Cool. That is significantly better than the light crossbow that she is currently wielding. There you go. You can have... No, don't tell me about that. You can have Harold. We'll send this light crossbow back to camp with the others.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Damaged Dark Justicar armor, a bone, a potion of mind reading. Okay, we'll send those to camp, and I will take the potion, I guess. Interesting.
What's inside?
Heavy crossbow to send to camp. Rotten mushrooms. A hand crossbow for camp. A rotten fish. Interesting. Okay.
Let's crack it open.
Lockpick. Okay. Shadowheart, give him a hand. Perfect.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Let's see, a light crossbow +1, which I may keep. A sword whose name I do not speak, and 2 very regular hand crossbows.
This crossbow is too well...
2 Melway to be designed by Duragar. Okay, good to know. Take that, send that back to camp. Carrying too many books. Send to camp.
The walls are deep gnome. The chiseling is remarkable.
Send to camp. Send that to camp.
Something good here, I hope.
Rotten eggs. I love how they have to specify that they're rotten chicken eggs. D&D is wonderful. Crate. Send that to camp.
How much further can I go?
Actually, come to think of it, where'd that map go? The hand-drawn map can go back to camp, because we used that, and I didn't actually read the Dark Justicar's journal. Cycle 40. I know it is forbidden to enter the Inquisitor's chambers, but I could not help myself. Has Methor Ketherick not commanded us to use every possible tool to best Char's rivals? Besides, if Sybil meant to keep the amulet a secret, she would have hidden it better. Cycle 40 and 2. The amulet has gifted me a power, an energy heretofore unknown to me. I've never known such might and such cheer. I can barely keep myself from smiling, much to the others' chagrin. Cycle 40 and 5. It is done, thank the Dark Lady. Sybil ripped the amulet from my throat and cast it into the lava, having found me racked by laughter. The madness has lifted, but I do not yet know my penance. Sybil is not known to take pity on thieves. Help the spirit of the amulet. What? One moment while we hit up the quests. Help the spirit of the amulet. Find the lost amulet. We read the journal of a Dark Justicar. He mentioned that an amulet of great power that also made the wearer laugh. It was cast into the lava. Okay. Elfin wood souls. And actually quite a nice hammock. Rotten fish. Bunch of bedrolls.
Don't mind if I do.
I did not mean to do that. Put that back on the floor. Rotting basket of rotting mushrooms. Plate, fish skeleton. Not gonna bother. Cup, water, no. Nah. Cauldron, no. Forgot to grab the other chasm creeper, but I'll get this one. That's a chest. That is absolutely a chest. Please, camera, stop doing that. Please, I'm begging you. What did I ever do to you to make you do that to me?
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Oh, okay. We'll save.
Watch your back.
All right. Disarm. This is an important one. Otherwise it's going to blow up in my face. So he's going to get a bardic as well. 5, 6, 9, 12, 20. Yes! The bardic inspiration came through.
For a skeleton key.
Okay. I think I have enough. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now just to make sure.
What to do?
Real sparkly Sparkswall. Lightning aura. there anything as beautiful as lightning striking all around you? Here the Sparkstruck said, letting lightning strike all around them. Lightning aura? 1 to 6 damage. Consume 3 lightning charges and release a blast of electricity that damages and jolts nearby enemies. Well, that would be great if the only person who gets lightning charges wasn't a Starion. Send the gold to camp. Can a Starion even use the shield? He ain't proficient with it. Rogues usually aren't. We're gonna have him carry it around anyway, though.
Let's move.
Let's see. That's very pretty, actually. I wish it were a little better lit so I could see it better.
Time to press ahead.
Oh, camera, please. Please do not play with me like this. On sloth, gluttony, and vice. Endure, endure, endure. So commands Lauderer the taskmaster. Endure. Cry it out as your hammer strikes rock. Endure. Shout it as your axe splits your enemy's skulls. Endure. Holler as your cane strikes your slaves' backs. Toil is our duty and our blessing. Toil is the reward we grant our sons and servants. Yet beware the great enemy of toil, the scourge that wounds us and ours, the tankard. It is not only ale that pours forth from it, but indolence, gluttony, and a wandering mind. The drunkard is a clan's millstone, too heavy to carry, too idle to contribute. Cast him into the dark lake, let him sink to the bottom, and once more call out, endure, endure, endure. Charming people, the Duergar. Remarkably straightforward, it must be said. Easy to understand when it comes down to it.
Shove moss in your own gob and stay quiet. They've been fed plenty.
Interesting.
You, grab a cane and whip these Drugnin beasts into shape. That rubble needs clearing, and my patience is hanging on by an arse whisker.
You want me to cane these poor beasts? Almost sounds like you're asking for help if I ignore your tone. Do your own dirty work, or leave. Almost sounds like you're asking for help if I ignore your tone.
And it sounds like your arse wants for a lashing, the way you talk out of it. Something spooks the dumb shits. So stop your jawing and get to working.
What's behind the rubble? Leave it to me. I'll show these deep earth who's in charge. I know these creatures well. You should give them another lash of the cane. You want to thrash me? Go on then. Or leave. What's behind the rubble?
You got no need to know, and I got no need to tell. So get to caning or to leaving.
Persuasion. You want my help? Then you will tell me what's back there. Investigation. Examine the rubble for anything unusual. Call on the parasite. Connect with the taskmaster. What does he seek? Persuasion. Plus 13. Investigation. Plus 4. Let's persuade him. Shadowheart, I would appreciate your assistance. Thank you.
Fine. Look at this. Adamantine. Stuff's no joke. Stronger than steel, rarer than mithril. It ain't mined, it's made. There's an adamantine forge back there, sure as shitting. Don't get any smart ideas. That forge is clan property. But get the beasts moving and I'll toss some coin your way.
Let's see what I can do. Sounds like your problem. Figure it out yourself. Thanks for the tip. Once you're dead, I'll have that forge to myself. Or leave. Let's see what I can do.
Go on then. Light a fire under the buggers. Or I'll take a slice off your haunches for my supper.
Heard Rothay make sounds like that before. Not that spear in its guts.
Dude, let me work.
Look at her, all that.
No more. No more pain, no more work. All must die.
Hit the Roth. What has you in such a state? Persuasion. Breathe. Focus. If you strike, your masters will destroy the herd. Persuasion. You were made to serve. This is your meaning. Remove the rubble as you were told. Persuasion. Give in to your rage and avenge your pain. Don't strike us all, just your masters. Or leave. I want to ask. Persuade them to breathe and focus. Come on, dice. How?
All right. We will work. We will do as we're told. We will clear the way.
I should speak up.
Not enough caning for my tastes, but you got the job done. I almost feel bad about this.
What in the hells? I helped you and now you want me dead. You'll be feeling even worse in a moment. I helped you and now you want me dead.
Adamantine is precious, Jarg. And I'm not the sharing type. Bloody Rothay have lost it. Put him down!
Well,
I've missed this.
I think that this dude right here could do with a real nice backstabbing.
With pleasure.
I should have known I couldn't get away with an entire stream without a combat. Okay, let's see. Ooh, very nice. I can't hide while I'm standing against the guy. Yeah, okay. Disengage. And simply walk away.
Moving.
Got to concentrate.
Shadowheart, for some reason, is still concentrating on guidance, but...
Let me strike true.
Nice. Karlach can't come in right this moment, which is very sad.
Where do I go from here?
Oof, these guys are so juicy. Why are they so juicy?
Oi!
65, 65, 65.
Begone, putrid boil.
Darn it. Well, that was a minor waste of a turn. Flourish against him. Too bad.
Need to act fast.
Could you please give me a shield of faith? I would very much appreciate that. Thank you.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Well, so much for peace.
Oh yes, do give him a psionic backlash. Thank you. My cutting words is not going to... Now that my cutting words is going to change. Oh, great. I wonder, does Karlach have enough movement? She does. Awesome sauce.
Got it.
Hi. Hello. How are ya? Bye now.
Hello.
Hello. Rainbow's fun. Okay, let's see here. Let's come back this way. Let's see how Harold does here, shall we? 55, 65, yeah? Oh, his concentration got broken. How sad. Does the Aroth count as an ally? That's the question. Nope. No, it does not. That is a pity. You, however... right in the kidneys. Now, let's see. Oh, wow. He is fully visible to everybody right now.
Be quick.
Well, scooch around here. Have you a nice hide? Yes.
Got to focus.
Okay. Just got off Baldur's Gate 3 for the night. Hope I'm... Oh, yes, I am very much. I was hoping to not get into this combat, at least not in this situation, but Stabbings will continue. Sadness will also continue. I'm very sad. Sadness is very strong within me. Take this.
Can't even catch my breath.
Well, I still can't move away, so... let's see... 60%... 65%... choices. Okay, okay.
The dance macabre.
I'm ready.
Oh, thank you, cow. Oh yes, do have that psionic backlash. Admittedly, I'm not hiding anymore, but... Oh, Karlach is definitely... Who am I romancing? At the moment, I'm attempting to romance Karlach, but I haven't made much headway, unfortunately. I'm not going to charm this guy. Wasn't that a critical... wasn't that a critical miss? He deserved that so much. Okay, yes, I would also like to romance Halsin, but I have not been given the openings that I desire for that, which is unfortunate. But those are the two main ones that I would very much like to have my way with, so to speak. Karlach is coming.
Ooh, fun.
Aw, he maintained concentration. We can't have that. Well, that is very unfortunate. What about a nice little backstabbing? That sounds like it would be fun.
Yes.
See? Asterion agrees. Aww. I'm sad. I'm sad now. Well, before we figure out what Asterion is doing with his bonus action...
Need to stay focused.
Charge! Karlach's okay, everybody.
Never a dull moment.
Alright, we're going to save, because I've been doing too many quick saves. Thank you very much for the follow there, Rainbow's Fun. Oh, sorry, Rainbows Are Fun. Okay,
Dwergar can't hurt anymore. We'll wait until it's safe to leave.
Okay, that works.
What's up for discussion?
Grey One's gone. Good. We'll stay here until it's safe to leave.
Okay. It was very satisfying to throw that one berserker off the cliff, though. Yay, if you got animal speak and go through the still get through the wall. Yeah, well, they already broke through the wall. That's why I was fighting with the dwarves. The Duergar did not want to share. And so they were like, "Ah, thanks. You got through the wall for us. You die now." So I killed them. The one flailed really impressively when they went off the cliff. It's a pity I won't be able to loot them, but...
My faith protects me.
It's doubtful that they're going to have anything nice to say, but let's find out.
Corpse seems willing to speak, but not to its killer.
Hey, I didn't kill him. The Rotha killed him. Fine.
This way.
Okay, how stupid is a corpse? Let's How dumb is a corpse? How stupid is a corpse? That is the question. If I'm using disguise self, will it talk to me?
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Corpses are stupid! Well, I sort of have Speak with Dead. I have an item that allows me to cast Speak with Dead. So I've got Speak with Animals and Speak with Dead. The only thing I can't do is talk to the rocks. Got to go to bed. Alright, thank you very much for the follow and for stopping by. I hope that you have as much fun with this game as I've been having. Who are you? What were you doing here? How long have you been here? Where are you from? Or leave. Okay, so corpses really aren't very smart, and that is awesome. What were you doing here?
Open passage. Ancient forge. Special.
What's so special about the forge back there? How long have you been here? Where are you from? What's so special about the forge?
Adamantine. Enhancement. From Mithril.
How long have you been here?
Many months. Dig.
Where are you from?
Dunsparin. Orthron Mountains.
Who are you?
Skyl. Herdmaster. Road
barrel's power wanes, you can ask no more questions.
I love that corpses are unintelligent. That is it's very helpful.
I've got a long road ahead.
Let's see. Fish, chicken egg, adamantine slag, scale mail, and a whipping cane. Rudiment of adamantine, a metal of old used to make legendary weapons and armor. It's too small and damaged to be of any use. Leather armor and a short bow.
Best be on my way.
I am not sure that I wish to pursue this just yet. But I think I will mark it on my map. Let's see here. Adamantine Forge. Entrance. Oh, I can't say entrance, can I? Okay, just adamantine forge then. There we go. That's very good. Okay, I think we need to deal with this person buried first. But I have to actually find the dig site. It was not this way. Hi?
I have something to ask.
Shh. I can't focus with you breathing so close.
Oh no, that would be terrible. Where the heck is this dig site? Also, so much stuff that I'm not stealing. I wish for my restraint to be praised. Wait a minute. No, wait, that's a novice.
Accents aren't too tarnished yet.
I just...
History itself.
This again?
Yes.
I'm not sure that this way is the right way either. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, where are my potions here? I'm going to split off potion and send that to Karlach.
What a charmer.
Who's gonna drink that? And that'll be slightly better.
Saddle up. Time for a natter.
This ain't a show. Go make yourself useful or get lost.
Yes, it would be really helpful if somebody would point me in the direction in which I could be useful. I found everything but the dig site.
Another scrying eye. Same as the goblins had. Someone's watching.
Better be careful around it.
Breathe deep and move.
Okay. Not sure where I saw that, but... Wait, this looks more promising.
Something's on my mind.
Drugnan Trousseau getting himself trapped. Let him suffocate. If the Absolute can't save him.
I mean, I don't disagree. Ah, there we go.
Did you hear? Do I need to rip the extra flesh off your ears? Faster!
That goes for novices too.
This is very promising. I'm probably gonna have to give Thrin the boots.
Faster! Heat up some rocks! Let's see how the little pricks do when we strap fire to their legs.
Not the most sophisticated way of getting what you want from someone, is it?
You the one Greymon mentioned? Heard you killed that thieving gnome. Where's my boots?
Forget the boots, I'm here to check on the dig. Give her the gnome's boots. Deception, I don't have them. Or leave. Forget the boots. I'm here to check on the dig.
Forget them? What Drugnan game are you?
The parasite stirs, but it's a mere tickle. You hear no thoughts or memories, just an echo of scars that never healed.
A true soul, eh? Useless wreck of a lookout could have told me. Glad you're here to take responsibility. Tunnels collapsed. Trapped true soul near. He's stuck in there with poisoned geezers. We don't get him out soon, it's both our heads.
Give her the gnome's boots. How did Nier get trapped? Clearing that rubble will be no easy feat. Know any ideas? I'll take care of it. I've got some explosive powder that should do the trick. Sounds like you have a tough job ahead of you. Better hurry. Chop chop. How did Nier get trapped?
Place is older than bone dust. Previous tenants left a trap. Dropped a shit ton of metal once we dug a ways in. Get Nier out and you'll have the Absolute's blessing. No doubting that.
What are you hoping to find at this dig? Clearing that rubble will be no easy feat. I'll take care of it. Explosive powder. What are you hoping to find?
Entrance to an ancient temple. General's orders, Nier said. Must contain something important. He got me to recruit non-believers. But not everyone's seeing the Absolute's truth. They don't get paid soon. I'll have a riot on my hands.
I don't think that what the gnomes are doing is going to make much of a difference. Clearing the rubble will be no easy feat. Any ideas?
Not a one. Unless you count tacking aboleth fangs to my whipping cane.
Ugh. I've got some explosive powder. That should do the trick.
That's so. Set it near the rubble and ignite it. That'll blow the drow out.
Could we move the gnomes? They're in the way of the powder.
Didn't you hear? Do I need to rip the extra flesh off your ears? Faster! You better hope.
Okay, I'm going to try some experiments. I would like to not actually use the explosive powder. But this has HP. Sorry, that said what?
And you better hope that's the worst.
Cave-in is immune to fire damage. Of course it is. Oh. I could have gotten here so much easier. Oh well.
The gnomes speak in soft whispers, the words all but lost in the hot air.
Perception, eavesdrop on the conversation, clear your throat, or leave. Oh, let's try and percept it. Shadowheart, give me strength. Oh. Okay. Okay.
We'll never get through. We need that smoke powder.
Philomene's gone, and if she's smart, she won't be coming back.
Tell the sergeant where she went. Baltron's still trapped with that maniac near.
Forget the smoke powder. They'd kill Phil on the spot. I won't let you do it.
Do you mean Philomene? She's safe. I have the powder. I'm a friend. Thula sent me. What's going on here? Intimidation. You mentioned smoke powder. Details, now. Persuasion. Listen, I can help you. Act frightened or you'll draw suspicion. Yeah. Yeah, let's persuade them. Oh, I see. Okay. It's enough! Pretty easy to persuade, these ones.
Praise Ironhand. Larida, our prayers are answered. Mom, our friends are trapped in the cave-in. And I know a way to get them out.
Bug, please. True Solnir will... You know what he'll do.
It sounds like quite the drama. I can't wait to watch. Leave the true soul to me. Now tell me what you know. Or a terrible situation. I'm sure you'll pay handsomely if I help. Leave the true soul to me. Now tell me what you know.
Lunkbug, don't!
I've got no choice, Larida. We have to chance it. A few days back, there was a scene. Our friend Philomene, she's a sapper, set off a blast and ran off. We set a spot for hiding if someone found trouble. I'll mark your map. If Philomene made it, you'll find her there. She'll have the stuff to blow that tunnel wide open and get Beldron and the rest out.
Philomene's safe. I have the powder. I'll do what I can. My hands are full as it is. Ask someone else. Excellent. I can add Philomene's head to my collection. Philomene's safe. I have the powder.
She's all right. Thank the Stern himself. But the others... They'll die in that tunnel, if not by poison, then by Nir's hand.
Mum, you have the powder. My Beldron will die back there. Blow up that wall, I'm begging you.
I'll do what I can. My hands are full as it is. Ask someone else. I'll do what I can.
Hurry! Our people won't last in that cave-in forever.
Could you maybe move away from the wall?
Come on, let's go.
No time to rest.
As you near the rubble, a fragmented voice clutches at your mind.
A true soul. True soul. Finally. You must clear rubble. Spilling poison.
Are you near? What happened here? Is anyone else in there? Stay still, I'll do what I can. Are you near? What happened here?
Expedition. Passage trapped. Gnomes useless. Don't trust Burks. Get me out!
View through Nir's eyes is a blur. You only make out a bit of rubble and few moving figures.
Perception. Try to focus. What more can you see? Or leave? What more can I see? Come on. Oh, that'll do it.
The blur resolves into an image. Two gnomes feverishly removing debris, while two others lie dead at Nir's feet, their flesh scorched by powerful magic. You sense Nir's frustration, tinged with rage, as the connection fades.
What an idiot!
That goes for novices too.
I don't like this at all. I'm going to hurt the gnomes. I don't see any way I can't be hurting the gnomes this way.
The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a roasting in heat. Little blow.
Blast the thing to bits!
Everybody back up. Especially you, Asterion.
What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my people to actually be sane. I know it's a big ask.
Blast the thing to bits!
Okay, here's the thing. I know that bag is not in the right place.
What are you waiting for?
Let's put it here.
Blast the thing to bits!
I'm doing it safely for everyone involved.
What are you waiting for?
Back on your feet or I'll bite your toes off one by one.
It wasn't quite enough. I guess I'm gonna have to use both. Sigh.
Bits!
Come on, like right.
What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my people to back up again.
Blast the thing to bits!
Baldur, can you hear me? Baldur!
Baldur, are you all right?
Finally. Worthless slaves! Your incompetence has been my ruin! Nick does not fail.
Stop. No more innocents will die today, Nier. Finish the slaves, true soul, for the absolute, or say nothing. This is gonna turn into a really big fight that I don't know that I want to do. No more innocents die here today, Nier.
You care for the weak, true soul. Most curious.
I came on the Myconid sovereign's behalf. It demands revenge. I act on orders of the Absolute. Of course I care. I can't let these gnomes suffer. Or, this isn't about them. I just can't stand your face. I mean, me personally, it's the last answer. Let's lie to him. I act on orders.
And so you say. And yet the Absolute demands that I cull them. Thrin, carve out her heart and serve it to the Rothe. If she indeed is a true soul, let the Absolute save her.
You wouldn't dare. I'm faithful to the Absolute. You so much as touch me, and I'll tear you limb to limb. Say nothing. Or Bard, in your eulogy, I'm going to call you a twat soul. You wouldn't dare.
You are a traitor. Dwagger, this true soul has betrayed us. Let her blood prove your devotion.
Shite. This is what I didn't want to happen. I don't think there was any way around it when I told him to stop hurting the innocents. What do we got here? Okay, the gnomes are not in initiative. That's interesting. That's interesting to know. I hate that Asterion has been separated in initiative from the others. That kind of sucks. Near, and then Kerr. Where is Kerr? Oh, there's Kerr with the crossbow. Okay. Consequences, schmonsequences. Alright, disengage and get the heck out of Karlach's way.
You're in my
That ain't good. Okay. Okay, missed both times. I like it. Coerced. What does coerced mean? Forced to fight for near and takes 1 to 6 psychic damage every turn. And he's not concentrating. Well, it's time to rage.
Soldier.
Hi. Hello. Excuse you. Okay, Mind Mastery. Forced to make a weapon attack against one of his allies by a Durgar Mind Master. Ends after the attack or when hit. Ends upon taking any non-psychic damage. $36. It's because this guy is standing up against her, I know. Using up all my shiz. Uh-oh. You know, except for the fact that it used up his attack, that's okay. Well, he definitely ain't hiding anytime soon. Wait, maybe he is.
Time for a new approach.
Well, that's it for the hiding. Can't use the scroll because I'm coerced. Yeah, this is... This is no good. Forget that. That was a failure.
The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a rothe and eat.
Remember, things could always get worse for you.
Back on your feet or I'll bite your toes off one by one.
Keep crying for your sister, and I'll personally rip off her head when you dig her out!
I need to reduce the number of Duragar.
What a day.
So...
Ready or not.
Crick's got some nerve. Clean up this mess. Near dies, heads roll. And that goes for novices too.
Just like old times.
Right then.
Making me sweat. La la la. Steady. Well, well, well.
Don't touch me.
attacked someone. Only the guards are allowed to do that, as this one is about to demonstrate.
Attack them. Nope. Blast it. I really can't get by without the whole pack of them. Okay.
The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a Rothe in heat.
There has got to be a way to do this. I just can't think what it is. And also it's getting quite late. But how do I do this without fighting the entire room of Duragar at once?
The gnome bolted. Saw it myself. Thrin still ain't caught a whiff of them. Slaves are paying the price. Those pricks will get
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Saw you arriving. Almost put a hole in your bow. Don't make me wish I had.
There's gotta be something.
Keep digging!
Just for the life of me, I can't think what it
Clean
is.
up this mess. Near dies, heads roll. And that goes for novices too.
Place the powder and use fire to explode it.
Yeah, okay, that's where we're at.
The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a Rothe in heat.
Didn't you hear? Do I need to rip the flesh off your ears? Faster!
There's gotta be a way to do this without getting all the gnomes killed. But I'm gonna make that future Foxwine's problem. Because I'm a little... I can't pick off the outer edges, apparently. There's gotta be a way to do it that doesn't involve that guy slaughtering all the gnomes. I'm at a little bit of a loss as to what it is. I'm gonna spend the week thinking about it, and I will see if I come up with any ideas. In the meantime, if you are fascinated by what I'm doing in Baldur's Gate 3 and you're wondering how I got to the point that I'm at, well, you can find that on my YouTube channel, which is right here in the chat. There is a playlist there for all of my Baldur's Gate plays, both through Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, as well as Baldur's Gate 3. So there's hours upon hours of fascinating stuff going on in there. And there's also playlists there for any game that I've played twice or more on stream, so many thousands of hours to keep you busy. But you don't need to keep yourself busy for long if you prefer my live streams, because I will be back tomorrow night, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be playing Planet Zoo for Management Monday. I will be continuing to work on the zoo that I started in October. I will hopefully be finishing the rock formation, if not the plants, around the water feature. I usually put the plants in after I put the water, just in general, because that way I can put in lily pads and stuff, which is nice. But I will finish putting in the rocks, I hope, and get some skin on the staff buildings, and maybe start building a train station. If this doesn't seem to involve animals, you're right, but I need to put in the train before I can put in more animals. It's complicated, but I have a plan. I swear I have a plan. It's a plan, I swear. And really, in Planet Zoo, you spend a lot more time building things than you spend actually doing stuff with animals. That is the pity. But, you know, I will still be doing some excellent work in Planet Zoo, I hope, tomorrow night. Then I will be back again on Wednesday night, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be playing Power Wash Simulator. I will be continuing along in the career path. I believe I had a golf cart and a 2-story detached house on my list next. I think I'm probably going to do them in that, clean them in that order. And we'll see what other jobs pop up as I go. Then, on Thursday night, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be playing Oxygen Not Included for Try Not to Die Thursday. I will be continuing to try to save my refining area that I started last week in my attempt to cool the water by natural means, which is going to involve building an awful lot of stuff, because I need to build the chamber that will cool the water, and I need to build, I think, 2 Dreco farms in order to get the Dreco to provide me with some phosphorite. And hopefully I will have enough pinch of pepper seeds to pull that off. Here's hoping, knock on wood. So that is, and then next Sunday night, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I shall return to Baldur's Gate and the mystery that's going on here. There's gotta be a way. There has got to be a way. Maybe that way is to take a short rest and let Nier suffocate in there. That is a definite possibility that comes to my mind. If he just... The problem is that then the gnomes that are in there with him also die, but it might solve a bunch of my problems, including the whole, having to fight all the Duragar thing. I don't want to fight this entire pack of Duragar all at once. I really, really don't. I just need to figure out a way around it. So that is what I'm going to be thinking about for the week until 9 p.m. on Sunday night, when I'm hopefully going to have made up my mind. So that is the schedule for my upcoming week, all of the games that I'm going to be playing, and everything that I plan to do in those games. And the ones that I don't have a plan for, I will have a plan by the time I get there. Hopefully. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. I have a wooden desk. I can knock on it. So, you know, whether or not I have a plan and whether or not my plans work, which they did not at the end of tonight, but they worked up until then, well, I still have fun, and I've had so much fun tonight. And I hope that all of you have had at least as much fun as I have. And I hope that you all have a great night. Good night!